spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So the Texas Longhorns offense will take the first swing of the game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Sends it back in motion. He's in open space downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the big fullback. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, we're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent. So that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward. And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off the fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Runs through a tackle. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Snow. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride This gets them going early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving.
He's going to go for a big one. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Vandy. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening hole.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really...
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Caught in the backfield, it's Campbell. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to get something figured out.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Snow. That's wheeled in, it's Keene. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Play of the period, first down here. Motion from the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Averill. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him...
He'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's got it on the right. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Looking downfield, it's Snow. Right down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. We got to see.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Let him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air, it's Snow. The short hands, it's Campbell. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though. This guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Pulls it in. It's Averill. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Gets the back moving. Got room to work. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Keene. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. Good, solid tackle.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Zings it complete to the right. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Complete. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. And it's no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Fired complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Gonna sling it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Commodores will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll send the back in motion. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the run and get him one snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air on first down. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
I got to be honest. honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw. It's Snow. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception.
He lost one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Flynn. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the fullback. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Snow. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, better look out. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that it to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. It's complete to the right, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Flynn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air, it's Snow. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Caught over the middle. It's Averill.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
He'll take it himself. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
That's caught. It's Keene. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Going to try to get it himself. Got the first down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Here we go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught near the sticks. It's Averill. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Throws it back. Here's a heat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for it all. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal.
Well,
This offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but...
Turning it on! Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Complete to the right. Lots of room to run. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.